Welcome, Taurus. This is Regina from Pacific Tarot, and I pulled for you the Judgment card. This is describing, I believe, a momentous change that you're experiencing, a way in which you are at one time releasing an incredible judgment that you have framed your life with. This can be the decision, the labeling, the way that others have defined you in a way that felt detrimental. And as a result of that, you may have internalized that judgment as being really at core something that you deserved, something that made you feel unworthy. And instead, I feel you are allowing someone to help you. This can be someone from your past, someone who has always been there and available to you in a way that you are now taking advantage of and really relaxing into the joy of collaborating with this person who is a friend. I believe this is helping you to release a lot of the threads of this old judgment. Perhaps this is someone who shared an experience with you that was part of framing this view of yourself that was not flattering, or some alignment with others who you didn't think were perhaps worthy of you. But you now are appreciating the lessons that you've learned from that particular experience in your life. I know this is very specific. But this is a general reading, Taurus. It may not resonate for all of you. If you're interested in a personal reading, information for that is in the description box below. And for your present energy, we have the Eight of Wands. You are connecting with others in an important way, and there has been this thread of learning in your recent readings, and this may be as a result of the way that you're joining with others to accomplish something. It could be some learning, some creating or producing something, but this way of joining with others is affording you lots of information about yourself, lots of invitations to places you might not ordinarily include yourself. And it's opening up this idea that you can work with others in a way that hasn't been comfortable with you often in the past by choice. Working with others by choice really changes the way that you think about yourself, when in the past you have been compelled to work with others, perhaps that you knew you weren't in alignment with. But there is that grudging sense that something had to be done, and it had to be done in a certain way. You're free of that. You're actually understanding that you can join with others in a way that benefits you ultimately, with very little sacrifice, if any. In the past, the Lovers. Now, this is highlighting the aspect of your choice. In the past, you may recognize that you made choices based on some immediate gratification or some immediate need to accomplish something. This feels like the need to survive, the need to go to work every day, perhaps at a place you didn't enjoy, the need to get along with someone who you were uh, totally in love with or believed yourself to be in love with, and therefore had to put up with all kinds of things that weren't for your benefit. You're now in a very different place about that. You understand that you are responsible for your own reality, your own experiences, and that if something doesn't work for you or is not appealing to you, then you can not choose it. And this is really freeing because you are now experiencing a much healthier environment where you feel supported, you feel safe, you feel that you are giving yourself the space to enjoy the things that you enjoy. Um, and it feels as though this is about your long term well being, your long term happiness, your long term stability and security, and a deeper connection with yourself that will absolutely lead to deeper connections in all of your relationships. In the future, the Three of Swords is really reinforcing this idea that you have come to a much greater understanding. You have been working very hard at understanding the things that you feel or have judged as failures, that you experienced as disappointments, or ways in which you felt that you were betrayed, your trust or your heart was broken. And understanding those things anew, because you have, whether you wanted to or not, really had to understand those experiences differently. The way that they had hurt you, kept hurting you when you didn't understand why they had happened, and this need to understand why things happen, particularly negative things, why they were uh, so hurtful, such a failure, so incomplete, why you did them over and over again. The pattern in your own behavior has led you to, again, take responsibility for the things that didn't work out. Realize, hey, I was making choices that I wouldn't make now, that I've learned do not benefit me. And as a result of that, I may not be happy about having my heart broken or disappointments, but I do understand that ultimately I have benefited from those experiences because I figured out what it was teaching me, what it was showing me, what I didn't know about myself. And I'm going to hope that this reading is resonating for you, Taurus. And if so, please like this video. Please share it with others. I always enjoy your comments, your thoughts, your feedback, and please subscribe to this channel, Pacific Tarot. And I've pulled the empathy card. How beautiful that is. I'm open to seeing both sides of a situation. This may feel obvious in many ways, but this is a part of this very profound change, decision you're making about the way that you are seeing and understanding yourself. You're now seeing yourself occupy multiple places in a situation so that you can more deeply understand how things worked out the way they did, why people want what they want, why people do what they do, when you allow yourself to be compassionate about other members in a situation, or with yourself for having made decisions that have benefited you, and of course, those decisions that haven't. The sense of forgiving yourself, being compassionate about where you were when you had those experiences and why you might have felt the impetus to do things that did not serve you. In the present, the Eight of Wands is clarified by the Adelita of Fire. And this is sort of the page, not the page, like the knight energy of the young knight, the assistant of fire, of inspiration, of divine creativity, the spark towards love and joy and expansion, towards growth in your life. And the herb or flower plant that is aligned with this is cayenne. And I'm only noting the plants in this Herb Crafter's Tarot for your own research, interest, or benefit. So if they have meaning for you, if you're interested, please take note and look them up. Certainly, we are basically familiar with cayenne as a hot pepper, red pepper with powerful healing properties. So this is indicating to me that this new enthusiasm, excitement, inspiration around the different view that you now hold yourself, the more gentle, inspired view that you see that frames your actions and who you are, is giving you the momentum and the inspiration to grow and expand. And it's also clarified by the Ace of Fire, which is featuring the mullein plant. These are local herbs and plants, certainly in our northern hemisphere, and are things that are a part of our kitchen gardens, our home apothecaries, herbs that can heal us gently and align us with our spiritual values. The Ace of Fires is reiterating the passion with which you are joining with others to learn new things, to accomplish new things, to explore opportunities that have been previously unfamiliar or impossible to you are now not only possible, but they're doable. You're doing them. In the past, the Lover's card is clarified by the Ten of Earth and the Three of Earth. And the Three of Earth is noted with raspberry. The Ten of Earth with horsetail. Raspberry might be particularly inspirational to some of you, although we're in the winter of the Northern Hemisphere. It represents the summer, and the summer is where the winter solstice that we've just experienced has its logical endpoint in a place in the sun, finding our place of belonging in the world. The Three of Earth and the Ten of Earth are all about the actions you take that make you a part of an abundant world. This is describing the way your experience of the world, your experience of the opportunity for the choices you have, makes you a part of that abundance, helps you recognize how much you have, how grateful you are to be a part of a world that's abundant, that you can contribute to, that you can take action towards. This always makes me think of the beautiful natural features of our environment, even if we live in urban centers. We have our plants, our yards that we beautify, our gardens, whatever way in which we get our hands in the dirt, or we support those who provide us with fresh, healthy food in farmers markets. Those are just some examples of the way that we connect with not only the beauty of the earth, but its resources, the things it produces. In the future, the Three of Swords is clarified by the Death card, which features the marigold, and the Two of Air, which features chicory. The two of these together are indicating this incredible transformation that you are already a part of. This transformation has helped you to more deeply understand the things that have given you some pain, that have caused suffering in your life. There is a truth that you have always known, you've always held. It's part of your heart. It's part of your purpose on the planet. And the transformation that you're experiencing, it may be a transformation in your life conditions. You may have moved from one status to another, from single to married, from married to single, from one job to another, from working employed to retirement, or from employed by someone else to self-employment. Whatever the change and transformation is revealing in your external life has been fueled by this deeper sense of your own truth, a truth that you've been held back from investing in, from believing in. And this holding yourself back from this truth has, in many ways, promoted some of the pain and disappointment that you've experienced. Even if this pain was purposeful in the moment, of course, we all have to do things we don't want to do in life. We often do things. We're not gifted with opportunities to follow our dreams easily. We have to work for those things. But you've done the work. It has transformed you, and you now see the passion, the connection, the gift, or the talent that you may feel you had to deny, present new opportunities for your expression, for your experience. I'm going to finish up this reading with the flora and fauna of Africa as homage to the motherland and to Mother Earth. And I pulled the Atlas Bear, and the key word is appreciation. Take charge. Use your mental and physical strength to overcome adversity. Protect and cherish what you love. Thank you so much, Taurus, for this beautiful reading. Until next time, namaste.